What's up, guys? So today we're gonna be talking about the structure of a general set. For this kind of set, it doesn't really matter if it's like a aerobic set or a warm up or whatever. This is basically kind of your structure, no matter what kind of set you're doing. So let's get started. First, you start with the warm up, and you want to actually start kind of slow in this. Like you don't want to sprint. If you start slow, you're actually gonna feel better once the main set comes, and you're gonna feel more ready. If you go in and sprint, well, you're gonna hurt yourself. You might hurt yourself, and second of all, you're gonna be tired by the time the main set comes, and no one wants to do that. So yeah, these are kind of guidelines. And then you usually get into like a kick or drill or maybe pull set. Like this part usually doesn't have to be fast, obviously, and but the deal is you want to focus on technique and kind of get yourself ready for the main set, like work on your catch and that kind of stuff. Finally, the main set, and this is usually the toughest part of the set, and it can be really long. Like if you're if you're an elitist, sometimes your main set might be thousands of yards, or if you're just a general distance swimmer, it can also be thousands of yards. But the deal is still try to maintain good quality swimming, like especially at the end of a set. You try to hold on your technique and have that mindset throughout practice. It's probably going to carry on into the meet. If you're easily going to give up in a main set, like that's going to show up out of meet. And when you're swimming like a 200 fly, you're probably going to feel really. You're probably going to end up like screwing off your strokes at the end, and you don't want to do that. So yeah, the main sets, even if they're not directly related to what you're going to compete, like can still help you in like the perseverance kind of mindset, because they will teach you to not give up and keep doing what you're doing even when you're getting tired. So after the main set, like if the coach gives you the chance to do like a 100 stroke for time or 100 free for time or whatever, then actually that as an opportunity, because like there you're getting a chance to race. Like even though you're not going to be anywhere close to your best times, like I still haven't broken 55 with even without a tech suit, despite my best time being 52:28. So when they have give you a chance to race, like take that chance, because you can actually use that to your own advantage. And finally, by this time, the cooldown, there's probably just a couple minutes left of practice. But the thing is, no matter how much you want to just go home after a hard set, the deal is don't skip this part. Because if you do, like, you're gonna have all that lactic acid, and you won't feel good for tomorrow's workout, which is not gonna be pleasant. So don't skip the cooldown. Like, if coach wants you to do a 200 cooldown, like actually do a 200 cooldown. You should be doing a 200 cooldown after every set, like no matter how, no matter what. Another thing is do not sprint this kind of set. Like if you're like on your hundreds trying to go like you're trying to finish your 200, I mean, in like 2 minutes, then that defeats the purpose of a cooldown. Like should not be going more than like 70%. Shouldn't even be going 70%, like 60% of max effort. Or what seniors in my on my team do is like they start at like a moderate, at like a kind of easy pace, and then they get slower during a cooldown. So you can also try to do an ascending, which kind of works. So you can get yourself back into like what we call a normal, get your body back into its normal state, and yeah, cooldown's not. You're still. It's okay if you still feel tired, but the cooldown has a purpose in swimming. Like there's a reason why all coaches want you to actually do it rather than just skip through it, like what most swimmers will want to do. So Thanks for following along with me. And that's like most of what I got for swim set. Yeah. Thanks for watching. See you next time.